Hello everyone, it's Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So I use a few stories from Fox, and it grates me slightly to try to use stories for Fox because Fox News is always a little, you can't necessarily always tell. You always have to corroborate it magnificently with other bits of information because Fox News is Fox News. This particular story came out, and I have a slight side story to this. Fox News accused CNN of giving one of the kids questions, essentially scripted questions, in the town hall debate that came up. I guess you can call it a debate, where the kids were confronting the congressman. The kid made a point of saying they tried to script the questions for me, and so I chose not to participate. Now, Fox News had this in big splashy letters because it liked pointing to, Jake Tapper's perfect news face. Perfect plastic face. Florida shooting survivor. CNN gave me scripted question for town hall. Quashed question on armed guards. Now, Fox News was trying to make this point of, well, this kid wanted to talk about guns and they wanted to talk about armed guards in school, and that didn't fit with CNN's liberal narrative. And so, because that didn't fit with their liberal narrative, they didn't allow the kid to participate, or the kid chose not to participate when he wouldn't tell the scripted questions that were asked. Fox News. Big shiny letters. That, by the way, is fake news. That's completely fake news. Now, Fox News at this point has to know that this is fake news, and Fox News still has this article up. I understand when the article first came out, where this came out, you didn't necessarily know for certain. Fair enough. But at the point where it's pretty nailed down that the kid lied, you take it down. CNN has released a copy of the actual letter that was sent to the kid, or to the person. And in it, CNN makes very clear that the questions were not scripted. They just didn't want him to read this kind of long thing that he was trying to run for, that he wanted to do. But they weren't scripted. It was originally his questions. It was a question they had worked out. Now, here's the thing. If you know in your Fox News, like a day or so pass, and at the point where you know that your story is fake, you should take your story down. Or at the very least, you should put a retraction to the story saying, our bad, we fucked up. This was a bit of information. We didn't know it. We got the story wrong. Things were fluid. Whatever you have to say in order to back away from that particular story, you should back away from that story. But you shouldn't go a day later with the story still up. And just to make a point on this, immediately after I saw this story from CNN, I saw this on Fox News actually, and I said to myself, I wonder if I can contact the kid to see if I can get either the kid or somebody else on the show. Now, this is a massive leap, and my feeling was, if CNN actually did tell you to do that, would you just like to give your unvarnished truth, whatever that unvarnished truth is? Just what did you want to say, and you can have this platform to say it, whatever that was. We can have the conversation. That was my point in this. Did Fox News do that? Like, did Fox News follow up on this particular story in order to, for instance, it would make perfect sense in this if Fox News contacted CNN and asked CNN if this was true. It's because CNN would have told Fox News the following. There is absolutely no truth to this. CNN did not provide scripted questions for anyone in the last night's town hall, nor have we ever. After seeing an interview with Colin Hobb, we invited him to participate in our town hall along with other students and administrators from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Colton's father withdrew his name from the participation before the forum began, which we regretted but respect. We welcome Colton to join CNN today to discuss his views on gun safety. And beyond that, you find out later that it's not true. CNN has released email that contradicts claims it concocted a scripted question to be asked during the recent town hall by a student who survived the February 14th shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. The network on Friday released emails sent and received by a producer, Carrie Stevenson, after being approached by news outlets over comments made this week by Colin Hobb, a 17-year-old Stoneman Douglas student who claimed that he declined to participate in Wednesday's event on gun violence in lieu of reading a question written for him by CNN. CNN had originally asked me to write a speech and questions, and it ended up being all scripted, Carlton told an ABC affiliate in Miami on Wednesday. His comments was quickly picked up by conservative media and pounced upon by CNN's critics, President Trump included. Carlton doubled down in his claim afterwards and subsequently provided news outlets, including Fox News and the Huffington Post, a Microsoft Word document purportedly claiming copies of the email he sent to Mrs. Stevenson prior to Wednesday's event, including the producer's replies. Business Insider reported on Friday. Now, the catch to this is CNN comes out and says, this is the email that we actually sent. This is the email. The email itself essentially disproves what this kid was saying. I understand if you pounce on it. I understand if the first story that you get, you hear the kid say something, you write your story about what the kid say. But it's a day later. And at this point, this is just overt fake news. This is overt fake news. Be careful with your news sources, man. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, be careful with your news sources. And look, this is... I don't necessarily blame them from the initial point. Yeah, they should have contacted CNN first in order to confirm it. You would think that if you're going to put out news in this way and you call yourself a news network, and no, I know it's Fox News, but if you're going to call yourself a news network, look like you would follow up with the object of the thing that you're talking about. Not so much. Not so much. Because the fact is, CNN could have submitted this to Fox News. They could say, hey, here's the original letter. To give that story a little bit more bias or a little bit more balance than what that story actually had. So I'll end it on this. Fox News slanders CNN, and no, it's not. I don't necessarily like CNN. I think CNN fucks up often, and they give shallow context at best. But on this, Fox doesn't know what it's talking about. So I'll play scorekeeper. Fox is wrong. Fox needs to print a retraction and need to apologize for fucking up royally. Thanks, guys.